house is made from brick from the old Bremen High School that we went up to Bremen and knocked all the mortar off and brought them down here and built this milk house. There's a layer of brick on the inside and another layer of brick on the outside. 2 bricks thick.
How'd you get them from the high school?
Well, I hauled them in a trailer as far as I know. I don't think we had a truck. We had a trailer. I think we made several trips.
And when was this?
Oh boy, I don't remember. Probably late 30s. Maybe early 40s. Right about in here, there used to be an overhead gas tank that Mike, he come over here and filled it up with gas, and Mike filled the Ford tractor up with gas, and it had a cultivator in behind that stuck out a little bit. He made a quick turn there and hooked onto the gasoline hose and pulled the hose right out of the tank. Gas is running everywhere. Anyhow, I tried to hold my hand over it, and I think, if I remember correctly, Mike found the corn cob, fit in there, he pounded the corn cob in there, and then we called up our gas supplier, and he come out and pumped the remaining gas out of the tank, and then we put a new hose on. We lost, I don't know how many gallons of gas, but it would have been a real dangerous spot. Nowadays, they'd probably close it down, call this emergency squad. That hole is where they got access to where they made the whiskey. Is a cave, an underground cave there that they made. And this is how you got in.
How large is that cave, do you think? Do you remember?
Well, we can see. We'll probably get up there. I think there's part of the wall still out there. But then unless it was filled out of concrete the way it looks. But there used to be a manger right about here. It come up like this. And this thing right here is full of hay, and you couldn't see that hole.
Oh, so it was hidden from everyone.
Yeah, when they went in there to work, they'd pick the hay up and get it out of the way and take all their whiskey, their sugar and stuff and put it in there.
And who is they?
Well, there's 2 Spybrook brothers that were making the whiskey.
Did they live here?
No, they lived in Mishawaka. They just had their whiskey operation here.
At your grandpa's house?
Yeah, my dad's place.
Did he get any of the cut?
I didn't, but I don't know how they worked that. These guys got thrown in jail, but as far as I know, my dad wasn't thrown in jail.
Okay.
But maybe he said he didn't know they were here or
right.
something.
He played innocent.
Yeah. But that one time, they got in there and didn't put the hay in there, and the neighbor lady called the Reverend Rivers, and they came out and looking around, and boy, they looked in there, hey, look at there, and they found the entrance to the cave.
Oh, gee. That was the end of the operation?
Yeah, well, yeah, they used to just go in there with the axe and chop everything.
Oh, okay.
Chop everything to pieces. And when they were done.
What years was this? 19 what, you think?
Probably the late 1900s, I would guess.
Oh, wow.
Above, and there's a chute over there that you open it up and fill up the container with oats.
And what was down here then?
Well, these I think were over there in the aisle for the cow feed.
And what are those?
Feed, a place to store feed. Put feed in there, and then when you feed the cow, you use a scoop in there to give each cow a scoop of grain.
What kind of cows did you have?
Guernseys mostly.
So,
Dad, tell us what this is over here on the right. You're over here.
Yes?
Yeah.
Well, that used to be a fruit and vegetable cave under the barn bank. You could put potatoes in there or apples, and they'd stay good till it got warm the following year.
What kind of temperature was it in there?
Oh, it seemed like it was around 50 degrees, or just 50-something, a little over 50-something, and you could come in here in the middle of the winter, and there would be mosquitoes on the ceiling. They weren't very active, but apparently they lived through the winter.
Huh.
Kerry, Mike fell down. The bale got stuck in there, and he was up there on the bale on there trying to stomp the bale down through, and all of a sudden it fell down. He came down with it and hit his head on one of these ladder rungs, and he was unconscious. But I picked him up. Tried to stand him up straight after he kind of come to, but he leaned way over, and I told him to stand up straight, and he said, "I'm straight." his sense of balance was affected, and we took him to the hospital. I don't know if he was in the hospital 2-3 days. I don't remember. And then Pat did pretty much the same thing one time, only he was lucky enough he didn't hit anything on the way down. Yeah, this used to be, everything would be nice and whitewashed. This tank right here is where they cool the milk. You put the milk in there, and then we had running water go in there, and there was an overflow that would go out into a tank out there, and if that got full, it would run out in the barnyard. This is probably the vacuum tank that used to sit in there to make for the vacuum for the milkers. You know, on this side here, later on, they had a electric milk cooler.
Looks like it's gone now.
Yeah, it got sold at the sale, but it probably didn't get worse much about that same time. This had the milk in the cans, and there would spray milk on the can, or ice on the cans, ice water or cool water.
Really? Huh.
Yeah. But about that same time, then I started to get them like they got them now, big tanks in their refrigerator.